one day to the next, you start to get it, think it's like, all right, we're through it. And
I was
we're
watching
totally
that big stuff go through Ohio and into Pittsburgh the other day and kept trying to see where your town was to see if you were in it. But
if it's raining, we've been in it. Just try, don't even need to look.
okay.
My hair is the best
Barom
barometer.
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 Yeah.
Your hair always looks beautiful.
Oh yeah, no.
I got it cut. Yeah, yesterday. Tuesday. Yay. After 10 weeks, it was looking pretty bad.
Nice. Hey, at least it's pretty and soft and wispy.
Yeah, it is right now.
Good. Good, good, good. Okay, come on in. We'll give everybody a couple minutes. I know we've got everybody messed up being off and gone and everything. So thank everybody for their patience and help through our little transition and
Little transition.
our little guide through life right now.
Did not look like a little transition yesterday.
It
No.
has not been little. It's been crazy. Like we have. It's almost funny. Like we're at the point we're just so exhausted. We just have to laugh. Like we can't even. You can't plan anything. You can't try to get anything done. You just.
Roll with the punches.
That's all it feels like right now. I mean, it literally just started out. It's been a solid month. So everybody understands where we're at. Um, we've got a new car that needed a charger put in our garage. No big deal. Go to call the electrician, come out, put the charger in. Electrician walks in, looks at our electric box and says, well, that was recalled 3 decades ago. So there went the electric box. Gets up on the roof, checking out the electric, where the electric comes out the roof, and gonna get all that fixed out and look at the roof and realize, oh,
That's bad too.
that needed some help and attention too. Go to do the roof, and then of course, if you're doing the roof, the downspouts, the gutters, and the soffit and the fascia and everything has to be done too. So, okay, and then if we're going to do that, we might as well fix the roof over our porch and our deck and do that too. So it has just progressively snowballed for 4 weeks, and then we get something scheduled and it pours. You can count on it. If we schedule something and a contractor says we're coming,
It'll rain.
it's going to rain. So,
Hopefully this is over before the nice weather gets here.
right. And Lance is on a mission building everything because boating season's right around the corner. So you know how that is. We've got to get all this done before boating season starts.
But it's nice that he can do it. My
I'm
husband
glad.
can't do it.
I tell you what, I really kicked back. I had some help from some friends and family members, and I blessed them for that. And they blessed me with their help. And I'm just was talking to my dad as he was helping. My 85-year-old dad is out there helping me build this deck, and he's loving every minute of it. I'm enjoying every minute of it, and I just had to stop and say, how blessed am I that I can actually do
Right.
this? And because most people you couldn't, most people can't do that and can't do that for themselves. So it was fun, and it's has been fun. So it's just been I need more hours in the day. That's all.
He works all day and then comes home. I mean, the other night he was running the electric through the deck and the roof and everything. It was midnight. He's out there with a headlamp on, trying to run electric. I'm like, there's something probably not quite safe and up to code for this, but we're gonna.
And I didn't
But
fall. I didn't need a safety harness. I wasn't that high.
well, we are blessed. We are very blessed, and I just want to say again, I've always made the joke of Lance on ketones. Look out! What a blessing it came off of the season of fasting, where Lance is making ketones like a crazy man and just killing it. I mean, you can't stop him. I can't keep up, but he keeps going. So it's just, we are very blessed. So thank everybody for your love and your grace and checking in on us. And I will show everybody as soon as we can get some videos and get everything under control again. I will show everybody and share everybody what we've been doing, but it's a comment. So
We get back to you guys.
right. So chemistry wise, okay, let's get in here what we're really here for. So chemistry wise, of course, we slacked off for a couple weeks there. We haven't been checking numbers. So I started here in the last couple days checking again. Of course, sleep has been a little bit off. Stress has been a little bit, whole lot up. So we're ready to buckle back down. We did a couple days of sardines. We've kept it simple because it was raining in our kitchen at one point. So nothing, it's just not been a good season to be cooking and doing a bunch of prep work. So we're doing stupid simple. We're doing pork belly and eggs. We're doing eggs and a ham. We're doing, just silly little things, and it's just rinse and repeat. It is nothing fancy. It's literally getting some nutrition in us and getting out of the kitchen so we have more hours to go work. So again, it's the blessing of take that chemistry when it's good and get out of the kitchen. And that is what's cool. We can do one meal a day and we are completely fine. And that is the blessing that came off of fasting and everything like that, that it's like, you know what, when you hit those stressors in life, it is beautiful to have a keto chemistry that we know we can work through, we know we can push through. We're completely fine and happy with one meal a day, and it just keeps you focused, doesn't stress about the food. We're not, this isn't no big let's reinvent the wheel kind of thing. This is just like hold steady and we're getting there. How about you?
I'm trying to type and listen to you, so I can't do two things at one time.
It's
man.
crazy when you walk. We got 4 computers staring at us when we do this, and when you walk away from them for a while, when you're in your groove, it kind of all just flows, and we're working and we're going. And when you walk away from it for a minute, and you come back, and it's like, oh,
Yeah, how'd I do that? What'd I do?
where do I go now?
Yeah.
so we just come on in, Diana. Come and check in. Let us know how you're doing. One more announcement really quick. Could you guys, everybody, please put our fellow drboz coach, Patrick Vassar on your prayer list. He's had a bad accident, and he's just coming off of a stroke and recovering from that. And he's now had an accident, and he's in a rehab facility for a while. He sent us a picture. So please say a prayer for him and a recovery, and that he can bounce back. And
he's got a long road of hope.
He's got a long road ahead of him. So please add him to your prayer list, and just know he's one of our brothers in love, that in Christ, that we are needing to support and
lift him up
any way that you can. I'll probably be putting a post over there. I hope to go visit him. We are blessed that he is actually not too far from us here. He lives about probably a half hour, 45 minutes away from us. So we are going to go see him. So if anybody's watching, even on the replay, and you want to send him anything, text me and I'll give you my address. You can send it to me and we will deliver anything that you want to just help him out. And if nothing else, just keep him in your prayers. He's just a good guy. He's one of the good guys and one of our fellow coaches with drboz. And we're just blessed he's still alive, and we're going to support him any way we can through his recovery.
Yep.
So come on in, Diana. Come tell us how you're doing.
I'm okay. I'm just kind of trying to. Had to work today, and I'm back's not feeling the greatest at the moment, but
I can sympathize.
I'm doing all right. I'm gonna get stuff figured out, and it's gonna be okay. There's a lot more going on than I'm close to some of you, but there's still a lot more going on that I've not really said anything about. And one thing that really threw me for a loop here a while back, and that's what kind of started the spiraling downhill. I've got a really good friend that's a type 2 diabetic, and I said the wrong thing to her and chased her off, and that made me aggravated. And it's like, but anyway, I'm not going to give up.
No.
I made the mistake of telling her, hey, you can't do this without support. You need to, So she comes back and goes, well, I'm just going to stay stupid and fat. I can't do this. I'm like, oh, Becky. But anyway, so that kind of thing's been going on, and it really upset me. And I was just like, the heck with all of this. I'll figure out some way to help her. I'm just like, ugh. But
I think one of the hardest things, even as being a coach, and just in general, learning this, is watching people that you know and love, that you could help, that they're just not ready. And the biggest thing, Diana, you can do is be there when she is ready, and pray for open heart, open ears, and eyes to see, and just watch your progress and see what you've done, and just pray for God to open her heart up, and give you the words when the time is right to be there, because that is the hardest part of this. Is the more educated we get in it, and the more further down the pike we get, when you see somebody across the room and that and love, that you could help, that you know, hey, you don't have to live like that. I can help you. I can fix that. That's not an if we can fix it. That's a I know I can fix that kind of thing. And they're not there yet. So God's
Yeah,
got us each on a path. So just pray and
yeah.
keep trying. Don't give up.
Been working on her for a long time, and she thought she was ready, but it's like she's not really. I told her she needed to do it the Dr. Boz way. That was the only way to do it, and I've give her access to the keto continuum courses, give her all, she's Googling other stuff and not, and I'm like, just listen to me, would you please? Like,
Yeah.
Right.
but she goes, I don't need this other stuff. I got you to help me. I'm like, okay, but I can't be there for you 24/7.
But then listen to me.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm like. Okay,
Yeah.
but you gotta listen to me, But it's like, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. It's like, oh, how did I?
It is crazy. It is crazy.
How did this become such a big mess?
Well, it is crazy because this once you open this Pandora's box, there's so much information, and you really have to watch what direction you want to go. And to somebody that's new and it just starts out, it's information overload. It comes at you so many different ways. So
Yeah, I mean, she's really not doing real great, and I'm pretty fearful that something's gonna go the wrong way if she doesn't listen to me and doesn't pay attention. But it's like and her doctor is not supporting her at all. So he's like, nope, you can't do that. You don't need to do that. And it's like,
that's rough.
It is, Diana, and just keep leading by example. That's all you can do until she's ready. And I think people understand it is like, at the beginning it's like drinking from a fire hose because it's so much information overload and it's so easy to go out there in YouTube and get lost. And that's where I always say I'm not saying Dr. Boz is the only way to do it, but it's the only step-by-step process that I found that takes you as your chemistry develops. And most people don't understand that because they go out into YouTube land and we're blessed enough that there are a bunch of good doctors now that do understand it, but everybody does it a little bit different. And it's not always a right or wrong. It's just most of the people that are truly looking for that kind of depth, we're sicker than the average person. We're ready. By the time we're ready to make this lifestyle change, we've knocked on death's door or we know what's coming down the pike if we don't make a big change.
And it all depends on your goals. I mean, what they want. So I mean,
she's you know that post you commented on, Tammie, that I don't remember what it said now, but she said, I hope you're reading this for yourself. That was for her. And she's like, thank you, I needed that. I'm like, I know you did.
Right.
I'm trying to, it's like, but the depression is very real, and I'm really concerned about her. If you guys would say a prayer for her, I'd appreciate it. But it's just like, I want to go, hey, we've been friends for a long time, and it's a complicated situation. But she asked me here a couple of years ago if I'd be the executor of her will, and I'm like, hey, I don't want to have to do this anytime. You need to get it together. You don't want to have to do this anytime soon.
It is hard when because you and I, we all know that have been down this pike for a while. It's one of those, we all know this has to become a lifestyle to live and breathe it. It's not just something, you don't just do it for 4 weeks or 6 weeks or 8 weeks. It's a lifestyle that takes complete change, and you have to be willing to make a change. And if you're not willing to make a change, again, those of us that are sicker than the average person, that I don't get the option to goof around in it. I don't get the option, none of us here do. I know all of you enough to know, we don't get the option to half-ass this. We have to do the best we could do at every minute. That's not always perfect, but we still have to keep pushing forward and keep your toes directed in the right direction to do this. And a lot of people just are not ready to do that. When you look at somebody that's just wanting to lose 10, 20 pounds, that's their goal. They can't look at it that, oh my gosh, I'm not going to change my whole lifestyle because I want to lose 20 pounds. Okay, well, go do it a simple way. Go do it, whatever way you need to, and you're going to lose those 20 pounds, but you're going to gain them back and you're going to be right back at the same boat. And it's just going to add on to it and just keep getting deeper and deeper into it. And it's like, as you learn how to do this more and more, and you get further into it and realize it's got to be a lifestyle, but the lifestyle we were living was not conducive to health. I mean, most of us just, it doesn't kick in like that. And you got to be willing to say, I mean, I remember at the beginning with Dr. Boz, it's like, give me a step-by-step checklist, tell me what to do because I'm dying, literally. And it was like, I mean, I remember that feeling of, you tell me I got to eat don't doo-doo. I said salt it up
Yeah.
because it's going
Yeah.
down. I mean, it's just tell me what to do.
Well, you have to hit that point of you're
Willing.
ready for change. You're ready to do whatever it takes to change. You're
Yeah.
tired. You're tired enough to
Yeah.
make the change. And until you get tired enough to make that change, it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
And to
I
build
mean,
health at the cellular level.
she knows what I've done, but I don't think she believes that she can do it herself. You know, so.
Most people don't understand that, your building block of what you're consuming today are the building blocks for tomorrow's cells.
Yeah.
And when you learn that concept of, do you want your cells tomorrow and next week and next month to be better, healthy ones? Or do you want to just keep rebuilding nasty, crappy ones? So it's, you got to change your action to go a different direction. You can't keep doing the same thing and wishing it got better. I mean, but when you're doing action steps and we can do that one by one, then that's where we build health and build it at the cellular level, not just a temporary fix. So, Diana, we're with you. We'll pray with you, and I hope she opens up her heart and her ears and gets in here soon as
She'll get there. It's really messed with my head because I'm like, yeah, you really need to be a coach. It's the second person I've twice chased off now. So I'm like, yeah, you don't need to be a coach.
Oh, you know what? But you know what? We live in a small town. We go to the grocery store, and the people at our grocery store run from us. It's like, I don't have to be the food police. I'm not I'm not checking out what's in your cart. It's when you're ready, you'll come to me. It's okay, kind of thing. But it is what it is. You got to walk it yourself and not feel bad. They will come to you when they're ready. You lead by example.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's it'll be all right. I know it will. I mean, and there's all kinds of stuff going on, but it's not all bad. I mean, and God has just been going out of his way to make sure that I understand some things here lately. And it's like,
he has a sense of humor.
I started following this ministry here a while back, and she does these little Bible study things. And she got on there the other day and she goes, all right, this was not what I was going to talk about, but I know there's somebody out here that needs to hear this. And, it's like, why is it that you can believe that God will heal and God can do this and God can do this, but you don't believe that he can do it for you? And I'm like, okay, I get it. that sort of thing is happening all the time. Like, all right, oh Lord, I get the message.
Yeah, you can.
You'll get there, Diana. You hold in there and stay strong and keep doing it. And again, one of the hardest parts of doing this is wanting it more for your people that you know and love than they want it for themselves. They just don't know they want it yet. And
don't let the hard days win.
No, you got this.
Not to. I'm really struggling with this back stuff right now, and it's the only reason I'm still able to work is because walking and standing is the most comfortable position. It's at nighttime when I'm trying to lay or sit that I have trouble, but I'm gonna get something figured out if I have to.
Try some new boots. She got some new boots the other day, and she's like, "Is this what like wearing boots is like?" And I was like, "Yeah."
I think I got my new superpower, and it's good boots. So we're trying to work in the yard, and I can't, with the neuropathy, it still hurts my foot to push on a shovel. Or we live on a hillside, so there's not one flat area in our house. So no matter where you go, I'm walking up or down a slant with my neuropathy and everything else, and it's just I'm wobbly and unstable and everything like that. And I got new boots, and I'm like, heck.
She got a good pair of work boots.
I got like a stable ground to walk on. I can push on a shovel. I can do some things that I've never been able
on a shovel anyway.
Yay.
I think I found my new superpower, and it's a good pair of boots.
Your foot's smaller than mine, or I'd buy them from you.
And they're not fashion boots. They're actually like Georgia work boots.
They're ugly Georgia work boots. Nothing fashion about them. It's like, yeah, I'm officially old.
But you ought to watch. She can move now, buddy. Well, look out.
I'm digging up things I didn't know I could dig up. Come on in there, Diana. Come and say hi. Tell us how you're doing. It's so good to see you.
Yes, how
up and
is
about.
too.
So fill us in.
I'm doing good. I'm walking with the walker. I went to church Sunday and walked with the walker.
Absolutely.
We're doing good, I think. We'll see. Joe's leaving tomorrow at noon on Friday and will not be back until Sunday evening.
Uh-oh.
And totally by myself, other than if I have an emergency, I have a couple people I can call on the phone, but I'm going to be totally by myself, cooking, getting in bed, getting everything. So I think I'm going to be okay with that. I really think he needs a break. I mean, 10 weeks is a long time. So we're going to be okay with that. PT just about is done because they've just about done everything they can for me. Um, let's see. Next week, they are going to start working with me on getting into the truck and the camper so we can go again.
Priorities right there.
That's right. You got to get your priorities right. She says, okay, now, I understand with you talking about walking, Tammie, because our total driveway is just all gravel and it's really hard. And I have a hard time walking out in the grass and stuff. She says, I want to see how you're doing walking outside. And I'm going, yeah, right. Well, this walker don't do so good outside anyway, let alone on this ground. But we're going to be all right. We're coming back. I'm still doing the same things I was doing as far as eating. My glucose has been extra high for me, and I'm not sure why, unless it's too much protein. But other than that, I'm doing okay. What's it going to take? I mean, I've been in it the whole way. What's it going to take to make it change now? I don't know. I did make me some boiled eggs today and put some mayonnaise in them, or I haven't tried yours yet, Tammie. I used what I had because I just didn't have time to make it today. But anyway, I made me some boiled eggs. That egg salad tasted really good.
You got me wanting egg salad now. I didn't
Oh,
have
that's
I was
good.
put some celery in it. I didn't
So
have any.
I put those. I made them so that I could get something quick and easy out of the fridge to eat while he's gone.
Yep.
So I've got that. We cooked some pork. We've got that. I've got my sugar-free barbecue sauce. I know, but I'm careful with it.
Yep.
So I think we're going to be okay. I finally have quit taking the Tylenol totally because I really think that messes with my blood sugar.
Absolutely.
So we'll see. But as long as I was hurting in bed at night,
Yeah,
I took it.
Yeah.
And I'm still using a lot of ice on my leg, but I think we're doing good. I mean, I've got no problem. And Diane, just so you know, you're not the only one that doesn't have people that listen to you. My daughter is not speaking to me again because I just don't understand what it is to have no friends. I can't help it. I can't do anything about it. I mean, she's having car trouble on the other side of town, and what am I going to do? How am I going to bring a car to the garage? I have no friends. I guess you're going to have to hire Uber to go get you a rental car. I'm in the wheelchair. I can't drive you. I can't drive to you.
Yep.
So, and she definitely finally got hired on, so now she has insurance. But she definitely is never going to listen to me about what to eat and how to eat, even though, we have told her, Jeff showed her. She's never going to listen. Never. I don't like that stuff. I ain't going to eat that. Well, okay. You just keep getting fatter and keep getting sicker and take your Ozempic. I don't care. So,
You go, girl.
Yeah, I mean,
it is hard though when it's somebody you love. It's
It
very
really
hard
is.
because you do care. And it's not that you want to preach to people. It's not that you want to stuff it down their throats. We're not trying to be crazy obsessive over things like that, but it is such a passion because you believe in it that hard. You
Yeah.
believe in what it can do. You know what it can do. It is hard how do you not share this kind of help with somebody that you see struggling? I mean, I think that's just the majority of us are caregivers. We care about people. Most of us, we're not doing this to be a pain in everybody's butt and be obnoxious. We're doing it because we're so passionate of seeing and watching and knowing exactly what it can do for you. It's not always easy. It's not even always fun, but it is such a win when I look where I was 5, 6 years ago, I was dying, and it's like, and I look back there and it's like, you know what? Even through the struggles, I'm better than I was 5 years ago.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
just to be able to have my ketones and my chemistry good enough that I have my superpower boots on. I haven't worked out in our yard since my heart attack. I have not worked, and I was trying to move boulders and I was carrying plants and digging up hostas because they keep multiplying because it keeps raining. I mean, doing things that I've not been able to do in 2 years since my heart attack. And it's like to know that my chemistry is good, that I'm burning some stored glucose, I'm getting stronger. Same thing, how you were saying going to bed at night and not feeling well. And it's like, I was so sore. I've not moved like this for years now. And, just done this kind of active work. And it was one of those, I went to bed and it was like, I had to take Advil. And it's like, I haven't taken Advil, I don't take Advil or anything on a regular basis because it does mess up my numbers. It does show me every time. So whether it's the Advil, is it the pain that's increasing the cortisol that goes up when you're hurting? Or is it the Advil that I take to help with the pain? One way or the other. When you're really sore like that, my numbers go awful. So it's one of those, you just got to stay at it. But even when your numbers are awful, you don't jump ship. You just keep going
No.
and you pretend like they're good even when they're not, and you keep going until your your chemistry catches up, those numbers will catch up, and you just keep going. You just walk it out one step at a time. And it's just, I don't know. I
Yeah.
love that we have a plan and a checklist. That's the beauty of doing it. If what I'm doing is not working, you know what? I just ordered a whole case of those sardines. Remember the sardines you guys heard me talk about that Dr. Boz had sent me as a gift, and then I couldn't find them anywhere? They're back in stock. So I have a case of them coming. As soon as they get here, I'll share them, show you guys. But I'm going to do a sardine challenge as soon as I get here again, because I know that I don't like them. I don't do it because it's fun, but I know that will jumpstart my numbers and get me back going in the right direction. So it's just, we know that we have these little tools that we can turn to push one step further, one step further. Sue's been down for weeks. It is not easy to keep doing this. It's not easy when you don't feel good. It is easy to drown your sorrows in a bowl of cereal or something fun and easy just to make you feel better. You know how many times we've been going back and forth to Lowe's, 3 times a day every week, all week long. And, it just feels like we've been going back, and we drive past our favorite ice cream shop every time we go. And do you know, when we're tired and exhausted and annoyed and we're just overwhelmed right now with everything, and it's one of those, we drive past that ice cream shop and it's like, do you know how easy and how much your body still wants to go, "Ooh, just hang it right here and we'll be okay." And it's like, you know what, I would be okay for 10 minutes. Then the headache would come, then the bellyache would come, then the trip to the bathroom would come, then the guilt would come, then the feeling sorry for it, and my numbers are. No, we have not done it. Like, ice cream is too easy to make a keto version and enjoy it a little bit and move on, instead of going and derailing my whole journey because I want some ice cream to give me a little bit of dopamine because I'm having a bad day. So it really, when you put things in perspective and you turn it around, and it's even as many stressors as we've had in the last month, we've had one thing after another, but when we really slow down for a minute, how many of those things that we thought were dropping us to our knees, and it's like, all right, Lord, what are you trying to teach us? There has been a blessing that every one of the issues worked out. Every one, where God came in and you just, you feel the blessing in the middle of the chaos of, yes, was we planning on doing all of that right now? Absolutely not. But you know what? We are blessed that, first of all, it was all stuff he knows how to do. We were blessed that our electrician is the electrician Lance and his dad and I worked with for 20 years. So him and his boys came and helped with the electric. We have the roofing guy was the kid that lives down the road and the company he works with. And I mean, just so many blessings that it was like everything just started falling into place. And as much as it's chaos and we're struggling with the weather or whatever, it's all going to be fine. And it's the same thing with your journey. Life is going to happen in the midst of your health journey. Sue's going to break something and be down for months, and her husband's going to come in and lovingly take care of her, and then he's going to need a break. The man's tired. Sue's not been the nicest person for all this time, I'm sure.
Oh, no.
We all go through that. It's like, I'm so used to him taking care of me, and he's so patient and kind. And it's that part of, all right, I know I'm pushing my luck. It's like, okay, I need to do a self-check kind of thing. And same thing with him when he was down flat on his back for 6 months until he had his back surgery. He was a bear with a sore butt. And it was just,
Thanks, babe.
I love you. But it's just those, we all go through those seasons, and we all have, we see our good sides and our ugly sides will come out, but it doesn't change the journey. The journey is you still do the best you can do in the midst of. And
hmm
you guys are
You
just
need
all,
to check Lance because he looks so much thinner. And I'm sure it's those ketones kicking in and all the work he's doing. But you need to weigh that boy. He's going to get too thin.
No, I'm not close to that. I'm down. I'm still hovering around 220. That's my happy place. If I get below that, I consider myself a little too skinny. So it's like I've
Okay.
been down below 200 before, and that's not where I live. So
no.
Well, Jeff kept telling me, "Oh, Mom, you're going to lose lots of weight since you aren't up moving around." Wrong. I weigh every Tuesday right now since I've been able to walk. And I was at 200.5 this week. So, but the day of surgery, they weighed me on the bed, hospital bed, and it was 224. So that's how much fluid I was holding.
yeah, that's
So, I'm not so concerned about my weight as I am keeping my numbers where they need to be,
Yep.
you
Yep.
know. So, but we're fine. We're fine. We're just keep plugging along, that's all we can do. Now, Joe went grocery shopping because he takes some stuff with him camping. And I never have got him to take his ketones and all. He takes his blood pressure every day. So he come home the other day with 2 boxes of Honey Nut Cheerios.
oh, vacation.
His favorite, and he's going on vacation, and he loves the heavy whipping cream he puts on them. Oh yeah, I said you either take them or put them where I can't find them because
Right.
that was one thing. If it's sitting out on the counter, I'm taking handfuls of it.
Yep.
And
Yep.
without him here for 3 days, hide that stuff somewhere.
Take it with you.
Put it where you can't reach it.
Oh yeah, and there's a lot of places right now I can't reach for sure. So, but I'm determined, like I've been ever since, is stay there, do what you got to do, and some of the new people that are posting, bless their hearts, I'm trying to encourage.
Yeah.
Because some of them are they get frustrated, but they're not there yet. And it's like, look, you're there, you're reporting, you're posting. That's
Yeah.
one of the most important things right now.
Yeah.
Make that
Absolutely.
a habit, and then we'll get into making your numbers better.
Oh, absolutely. And I think that's a big thing about some of us veterans on there that, Kevin's a great inspiration, but
Mhm.
he also has some stellar numbers. And I think sometimes that gets lost that, yes, he's doing great for him, but not everybody is going to have those numbers all the time. And that's not the goal. That's not the purpose. It's a hurrah for him and whoever does have the great numbers. And we want to prop that up because that is a lot of work. But that's what it is, a lot of work. And that's what it should be taken for because you have to put in the effort and the patience and the fortitude and the diligence to get to that point. That I think some of these newbies get distracted and they see that number and they think, oh yeah, since I'm going to be on this and start this journey, my numbers are going to go like this. Nope. Everybody is different. And it's, that's one thing we got to keep in mind too, when we do make comments in there and stuff. And I appreciate you I see some of your comments too. I haven't been able to get in there and do that, but I do see you propping people up that need
Yes.
that little bit of start and
all of you veterans
nudge.
that are helping with that, we thank you all so much because that is so true. And trying to get to also is being mindful of when a newbie comes in and asks a question or posts something, the answer may be completely different for a newbie coming in as opposed to a veteran. So when you hear Kevin or Sue or one of the veterans over there just, throwing it out there of this 72-hour challenge, fast, or hey, I'm going to do a 3-day sardine challenge, or their chemistry is different than a newbie. I had somebody asking, did anybody read the one about an egg challenge or an egg fast? And it's like, first of all, an egg fast isn't a fast. You can do an egg challenge, but it said something about eating the egg every 3 or 4 hours. And I'm like, that is still defeating the purpose of the chemistry of putting that insulin down. The underlying goal of getting to intermittent fasting is to calm that insulin down or calm that everything down in that. And it's like when you stimulate that every 3 or 4 hours, you're going to keep stimulating it and causing inflammation. So it's one of those
Mhm.
learning to change
Well,
all those little habits.
that's just kind of like when I get up in the morning and my feet hit the floor, I'm kind of like Lance. I want my coffee. I can't put salt in it,
Oh
but
no.
I put a little cream in it. Okay, that opens my eating window, and I try to watch from the hour or minute I put my cream in until 3 or 4 hours later, and that's the last time I eat.
Yep.
So, a lot of people don't realize that that little stuff opens that eating window.
Yeah, I mean,
You
lately
know,
I've been putting butter and salt in my coffee in the morning just because I'm dragging ass. And it's just I need that little extra to get me through the morning. But when
yeah.
I'm tight on it, yeah, I try to forego the butter in the morning. I do the straight salt in the coffee, black coffee. I mean, that's when I'm really getting after it.
But again, I
Yeah.
think you learn how to tweak all that as you become a veteran, as you walk through the
Mhm.
steps. But everybody has to go through those beginner steps. So that
Yep.
is one thing. We are starting the May group. Anybody that's wanting in the May that wants to start at the beginning, build that chemistry straight through, go over journeytoketo.com, work with me, and go down to group coaching. We will start back at the beginning on Monday, and we will start working our way back through that chemistry shift, all 12 steps of Dr. Boz's Keto
Even if
Continuum.
you're a veteran and you need to re-up.
Yep, even veterans, we all got
Yeah.
to go back and start over. And it's just sometimes you got to jump. You don't know, hopefully not always have to go back to step one, but many of us, many times have to go back to step 3 or 4, build that chemistry, get the fat macros correct, get the protein correct, and then push forward. And until you do that consistently, I mean, even the veterans, you may know the knowledge, but that does not mean your chemistry is there to carry you
That
yet.
and to get back in the habit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And I agree with that. I've been thinking about that. So, I mean, yes, I agree. We need to go through there step by step again and get it straight again.
And it is just always eye-opening to me when you realize how much fat this diet takes, how much fat you have to consume to do this. And it's not easy. And you have to be mindful of it. And it's like, oh, we all get lazy and stop putting it in chronometer. And I'm telling you, as soon as we get kind of cocky in that and think, I got this, your body's going to say, no, you don't. So everybody needs to check it. I don't care if you're a beginner or a veteran, you need to get on and check it and use chronometer, use the tools. Chronometer and Keto Mojo are going to guide you every step of the way.
Yeah, those are the two big tools.
Absolutely.
Period.
Absolutely.
Sandy, I am so glad you made it in.
Hello,
We've missed you. Come on
Sandy.
in and say hi and check in. Tell us how you're doing.
Yeah, I am really just sitting here grinning, just hearing the voices.
Good.
It's
We've missed
just, it's
you.
like coming home. It's really
Right.
nice.
She went right through it. That's as everybody saw me on my cell phone. I was helping Sandy get into the class again.
Yeah.
So that's
Again and
yep,
again.
that's fine. No, that's awesome. It takes repetition.
Yep.
So, but great job.
Yep.
Oh, thanks for the help.
So how are you doing? Tell us how you're doing. I know we got you hooked up on chronometer today.
Woohoo!
Woohoo. So that's the start. That's step one. I mean, that is just, we got to get those carbs counted and we got to get the fats counted and the proteins counted. And
Well, I've got to get some sleep. I've been
yes,
up another whole day, sometimes 2 and 3 days in a row.
Wow.
But hopefully I'll get to bed tonight. I'm just excited to get back into chronometer because without it, forget it.
Yeah.
Yep.
It is such a good teaching moment of being able to use those tools. And anybody that doesn't know Sandy from back in the day, Sandy has been a long-term veteran. She's done this woman can make some crazy numbers,
Crazy ketones.
and life hits you, and life hits hard. And Sandy has been through a lot of the ups and downs, and a lot more downs lately. So she's trying to pull herself back out and get back on track, and it's not easy. Sandy is one of the people that was in my brains course the very first time I ever did it. And she's, it is one of those things of, and I will give Sandy credit, when Sandy first started, she could not turn on the computer. And I'm not saying that to poke fun. I'm
No,
saying that
not at
to
all.
say, look how far she's come. Even on her rough days, she's still so much further ahead than she was 5 years ago when I met her. So I'm proud of you, Sandy. You look beautiful.
You look beautiful. I mean, you look,
You're glowing.
yes, awake and just ready to rock it out.
Well, thank you. That just sounds kind of strange to me since I'm so sleep
You've
deprived
been
right
awake for
now.
2 days.
Exactly. No,
Right,
I know the feeling. I'm tired too.
right.
Oh.
But no, you look good. That's good.
And I always look at it too. If you're hitting that glow on the outside, think of what that's doing on the inside. So if that cell renewal is out on the outside and we hit that glow and you have it, Sandy, and it's just to know what that's doing on the inside, just as it's a good feeling to know we're going in the right direction.
Well, I appreciate you saying that. But for me right now, the camaraderie is so,
Yeah.
it's always important. But right now, I don't know if I want to use the word desperate, but my need for the contact in the group is way over the top.
Yeah.
I just,
But
That's-
don't you, again, we're back
That's
to
great though. I mean,
Yeah.
everybody in here, these three people over here, they're constantly in contact, and
we all need that.
their results show it, and it's like a big family. So I mean, I'm glad everybody's here.
And that's why we do the support group. That's what that big Facebook group is for. And I will tell you, I think we have some of the best families, not always blood. And it's just one of those things. We're truly family over there. We love each other. We care about each other. I mean, just like today with the coaches, we were on with Dr. Boz and the coaches. And because I haven't been on social media for the last couple weeks, I didn't know about Patrick's accident. And, it just broke my heart. It's like I hurt for him. I mean, the man is just coming off of a stroke, that he's trying to heal and grow, heal that brain to get back to where he was. And it's like, it hurts, when one of us hurt, we all hurt. And we're all in this together, and we love you guys and we pray for you guys. And that's what this tribe is for. So I know everybody has better things to do than to sit around on Zoom calls, but sometimes we all need this Zoom call. And
Yep.
pick you up, scrape you off, say we love you, pray for each other, and carry on.
Yep.
Even if it is raining in my kitchen.
It's not.
It's not.
Not anymore.
It sounds like it is.
Let's try.
We can hear everything because there's no gutters. So it's the background noise is really loud. But. Okay, any questions? Anything over on YouTube? If you're over on YouTube, can you hit up like and
Subscribe.
that word? That I
She
can't
still
say.
can't say
I
that.
can't say it.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
We got some good videos on there.
Yeah.
It was kind of funny that I saw Sue's, hey, how do you make mayonnaise? And I was just about ready to say, hey, check this out. And my wife already did it. So you can find a lot of good videos over there.
We will get back to making content and videos for everybody as soon as we can get back to life and normal.
Yep.
And I was gonna laugh the one day my kitchen was blown up. We've got sawdust from one end to the other, shingle dust everywhere. Insulation is blown down where he's cutting the roof off and everything. And I'm like, this looks like the time I need to make a video. I just need to show you reality. Here's why we are not eating in the house right now. And it is, but it's fun. We got that.
It's fun.
I heard a little snippet of something the other day. Somebody was giving you some, no pun intended, ketos, for whatever you were on about the, oh, darn it. What about your feet?
The neuropathy?
Yeah. The program, the whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I would like to see that.
That's was that the blog post that you had, or
Oh yes. Keto Mojo did a blog post. Let me do a guest blog on them. I will send it to you. I'll send you the direct post. And I got to share on how I used Dr. Boz's program and the keto program and nutritional ketosis to heal my neuropathy. It's not gone, and I have learned that in the last few weeks of working out in my yard and wearing big, heavy, hard boots.
No, with no boots. Then you got boots and got better.
Well, I'm just saying my feet I can still feel neuropathy. They still hurt, but it is at least tolerable, and I'm not taking Oxycontin to go outside and work in the yard. So again, small victories, but that's huge to me. I mean, before to even go walk in my yard, I would have had to have had 120 milligrams of Oxycontin in me.
Yes.
Wow, yeah.
So
Okay.
I was pleased that an Advil took care of
Advil took care of that.
this time.
Okay, I got on I'm not sure what I got on, but it's 2 years ago. And you're talking about the blasters and all the stuff. And it's like,
Swear by them.
hmm?
I swear by them.
Well, yeah, and I've got a lot of them.
Yep.
And I definitely need to see your video or whatever you've got, because they wanted to send me just last week, the medical people, for an MRI for my feet and for oh, what is it? What is it when you're off balance? I can't think.
Vertigo?
Yeah, and vertigo. And it's like, no, I go to the doctor when I see I'm going to benefit from it, but
Let's get your
otherwise,
chemistry going in the right direction first, and then I'll show you how to blast, because the blasting will break up that scar tissue. It'll break up the adhesions in the feet. You'll get everything moving. You'll get the blood flow moving in there. Let's get your chemistry going. Step one was your chronometer today. Let's get those, make sure everything's in right with your macros. Let's get that going. Then we'll add blasting to it. That'll be one of the things we add. So we'll get you to, let's work on your chemistry first. Get your chemistry going. Then we'll get you going on the blasters.
okay. And I don't mean to hog the time,
No.
but
You're
I
fine.
also need to get strips, because I don't have very many.
Okay. I will.
And it was exciting the other day. This stuff came in the house, and it was for Stacy. And I said, Stacy, you got mail. She says, oh, her strips came in. And I thought, gee, I wish I'd have known. We could have,
Right?
I will
done
send
it
you a
at the
link to
same-
order strips,
Thank
and
you.
I will send you the what else are I gonna say?
The
Oh,
blog-
the
blog
blog post for
Yep.
Thank you.
yes.
No, you're not hogging time, Sandy. We're all
That's what
here.
we're here for.
Everybody has time here, so
Yeah.
it's not about hogging.
Well, I'm looking at some of these pieces I have as far as what's Black's first name?
Ashley.
Ashley. Yeah. I've got the Big Daddy, and
Do you?
Yeah.
you were the one that was talking about you need some muscle.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at it. I'm not even entertaining the idea of using it at this point.
It's a weight. I mean, you build some muscle using that baby. It's not easy.
I tell you what, I really go back to my little.
The two.
I have an old one, and it's got the 2 points on the end, and then two like finger things on it. I swear by that one. I can hold
I
on.
got that one.
Yeah, I can hold on to that one. I can do my back. I can do my neck. I can do the places that I need, and I don't drop it because I can hold on to it. It's enough
It's a
that
firm handle on that one.
it's enough where I can hold on to it. So
I'll post a picture over in the group. I literally, he put,
I'll grab it.
he put mop handle like thingies in my shower, and the blasters fit right in them. So my shower looks like it's my arsenal. Like every
Yeah, that's what
I've got 'em-
Stacy has on one wall. It's just
Yep,
a
they're
line.
just covered, and it's sometimes I'll grab this. This little one's good on my desk here because I can work on my wrists or I can work on my neck when it's hurting or whatever. But the rest of them, they just the big ones. Yeah, there's
That's
I've
mine.
got
That's
that one.
Lance's
That's my
favorite.
favorite. I mean, it looks like a torture tool. It looks like
is.
something crazy. It really is. But I can grab a hold of this, and I use it in the shower mostly because I can really take a hot shower. And I tell you what, today was the first day my back has started to hurt for like months now. And tomorrow I will have this in the shower working my back just so it stays loose. But yeah, that is the best tool. So
We all find our favorites.
Yep.
I'm still partial to this baby and the palm one. It's in my dishwasher right now. Actually, does everybody know that while we're talking about the blasters and they break up fascia, they take care of they help with neuropathy, they help with any type of scar tissue,
A lot of circulation issues.
any kind of circulation issues, things like that. It's just you can take care of carpal tunnel, trigger fingers, TMJ, migraines, headaches, anything that has to do with any of that. The blasters, it's just another tool in your toolbox, and I love them. It's one of those, even as a therapist, I've used them in my office since Ashley first started making them. I was one of the therapists that got to, she sent the products out to try before she even had them public. So I was one of,
That's many moons ago.
yeah, that was a long time ago. But I will tell you, my hip replacement patients, shoulder replacements, carpal tunnel people, it's a miracle
Back
what they do.
surgery people.
Back surgery people, you could, it's just phenomenal what you can do with them. So if you don't have a therapist in your area and you want to, and you need help with them, we will get on and I will FaceTime and show you how to do them. It is not rocket science. It is one of those things you can put these in your shower. The best way to get the best benefit. Yes, it's great to have a therapist lay you down on the table and work you over.
I had one day.
It's like the plumber with the leaky
I
faucet,
know, I know.
kind of thing,
The mechanic in his own car.
right? So sorry, but
Anyway, sorry.
anyways, if you need help with that, I will get on live. We'll get on a Zoom and I'll show you how to do it. So we will get you through it. So whatever you're working on, Sue, as soon as you're up and mobile, we'll get that fluid moving for you. Work on any of your scars, anything like
Yes,
that.
that would help you out a lot, Sue.
They're good. They really are.
I wondered about that because I've still got a lot of numbness in that leg. I've still got a lot of swelling, and doctor said it'd be there for months. But I have not pain, but prickly where the nerves are regrowing.
Yeah.
I have a lot of it's like somebody poked you, poke, and there's ouch, it hurts and then it quits. It's not pain, but it's where the nerves are at. So I wondered about that, something like that on that. It might hurt for a while, but yeah.
And that's one thing too you got to watch because you go at.
We get the one off the back of my toilet.
Yeah,
it has the soft.
You got to go at a easy pace to start with. That way you can. It'll cause some irritation if you're too rough with it.
And Sue, where you're at right now with you're still having the edema and stuff like that, there's ones that are actually made to move lymph, that they are made to move the fluid, and they're softer and they're gentler until you're ready for that. When I've had the mastectomies or my reconstructions or anything like that, when your body is still in trauma mode. So like this is the normal. I mean, these are hard plastic. These I can dig in where I want to dig in. I mean, I can work some tissue, but this one is for lymphatic fluid.
See how soft that is?
So you kind of like brushing. For you right now, we would just gently start with moving that. We've got to get that fluid moving. And as you get more and more pressure, as your body gets more used to that pressure, then you turn over and you can go to, you can use the other side. And you get going, and then you move on to the smaller one. Then you move over to the big one, and you progress through it as you're tolerating and as your body's healing, but getting that fluid moving, keeping that fascia loose and lubricated, keeping that circulation coming into it. It's just it's a win. I love them. I really do.
Well, I think that probably would help because it's still a lot of swelling.
Yeah.
It's tight. I don't really notice the swelling that it looks, but it's tight.
Yeah, that's tight feeling.
It probably would really help just to do that. Of course, I've only had one shower in 10 weeks. Although I was washing sponge baths, but I finally got back in the shower on Tuesday and actually could get in there and take a shower. So that would help.
That felt like a human, didn't you?
Yeah, finally. Joe said, well, oh, well, whatever. I won't do that by myself. If there's nobody in the house, I will not do that. I'm still too scared of it. But yeah, I might be interested in one of those for.
You let me know and we'll get on together and we'll talk through. There's a couple different options for you. So you let me know when you're ready. We'll get on and we'll figure out which ones are going to be best for you and how far do you have to reach? That's the other thing we got to figure out is, if you're trying to reach your ankle or you're just trying to reach your knees or I want you to be, so we got to figure all that out when you're ready.
All that in between there.
Right. So it's one thing again to have somebody do it to you, but it's another thing to be able to put it in the shower because the best benefit comes from it when you can do it a little bit every day. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. All right. We'll do that.
Yes. All right. Any questions over there?
Nope. Nobody's
YouTube's quiet on YouTube.
Yeah. It's like we come back for class. I come back in class. I'm like, there's nobody here. When I hear you have class, I'm like out working. I can hear people on the computer. It's like 50 people in here. So I think they're scared of me.
Are they running?
They might be running.
Scaring everybody off. All right, guys, we will be over in the group when we can. Put your questions over there. Cheer everybody on for my veterans. Help the newbies keep focused and understand that even as a veteran, even when they know the information or have read the information, they still have to work the steps till their chemistry is ready.
Absolutely.
I mean, we all still have to do that. Nobody's exempt from that. If it is, it's just pure luck if it kicks in by them just shooting in the dark.
You can't go from step 2 and 3 to step 40
I
in
mean-
one step. So
I mean, can you see everybody over in the group when you hear them talking? Well, I'm still at 3 meals a day, but I'm going to try a fast this weekend. And it's like, no,
that's not going to work out good.
no, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. So getting fat adapted and all of those steps are so important. So
Yeah.
keep that in mind. Let us know where we can help. Again, May classes will be starting next week. Again, I'm sorry for the confusion this last week. April had 5 weeks in it. That is why there was no classes this week. So we were trying to pound everything, get everything done this week while there's no classes. And then Monday we will be back on Tuesday. Do please check over in the Facebook group. We are talking about possibly moving this Thursday night support group to Wednesday. So we're up in the air right now. Lance and I have to sit and work on our schedule right now. Lance might be going and helping down at the church, and the meeting that they have that he's going to be helping in will be on Thursday nights. So we want to be able to keep a night that will be me and him can do this part together. So we may be moving it to Wednesday. Please keep an eye over in the group. That's where I'll put it first. I'll put it on the website and everything, but this free
But
support group.
we haven't got anything in stone yet.
Nothing is
so
committed yet. So we are working on it. We will get there, but
we'll make announcements when that transition happens.
and anytime you question it, please check that Facebook group. And if you're in the courses, it's in your course too. Anytime we make notes or change anything, it's always in that course. So make sure you're refreshing that page
in your membership
and going through your announcements and things like that. So just be mindful of that. If you can't find us, we're not usually too far. So. All
All right,
guys.
ladies, I'm
We
so
love
glad
you
to see you guys tonight. Thank you.
See you next
Thank
week, guys.
you.